Pollinators Bee Balm. It is beautiful. You're going to love it, but it's going to do so much more and give back so much more. It's M61816, and it's at a sale price. It's on 5 easy payments of $3.94, which makes it very affordable. We also have free shipping and handling with it. It's the first day ever on 5 easy pay, so it makes it nice to be able to pick it up now. I love doing this presentation with Stephanie because she's as passionate as I am about bee balm and about our pollinators.
Absolutely.
Without our pollinators, our farms are gone. Our food is gone.
Without pollinators, we're gone.
We're gone.
Essentially.
Essentially. Literally. So everyone needs to do their part. So even if you're watching this show and you're going, I'm not a gardener, that's okay. Do you eat food? Are you an eater?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the answer is yes.
I think you eat food. Then it's everybody's part. It's everybody's responsibility and job to help the pollinators for our own sake.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're rewarded with not only food in the future.
You're beautifying your garden.
You're beautifying your garden.
Absolutely
What
true.
are these about? I said it in a nutshell.
Yeah, you pretty much did.
And I'm going to pressure you. I'm going to pressure you guys at home. I never pressure you, but I'm going to with this. Tell me more about them.
So this is the Buzz Series Bee Balm, otherwise known as Monarda. But bee balm, we love bee balm in our American gardens. It's native to North America, which means that it grows effortlessly all across the country. But most bee balm, they can get about 5 feet tall and they become very leggy and they're not very beautiful. So we're like, well, if we're gonna, feed the pollinators, let's also feed our souls and, a feast for our eyes by beautifying our garden with these Buzz Series. So they're only going to grow about 1.5 to 2 feet. And as you see here, Antonella, the growth is very beautiful. They grow to be these almost little bushes in your garden, and they're covered in these brightly colored flowers. It's a 3-piece. So you're getting 3 different colors. What you're seeing here is the grape gumball, and then in front of you is pink frosting.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then last but not least is the cherry pops. All very fun names.
And we get all 3 of them?
You're getting all 3.
Okay.
And
any suggestion on where to put them in my garden? Do they do better in sun or shade, or where should I plant them?
Great question.
What kind of soil?
Yeah, well, they are super easy to grow. They're really drought tolerant, and even more so, these particular bee balms are very resistant to powdery mildew, which is something that often will kill most bee balm. So this particular variety is very stall hardy against that. But what I love about the bee balm in particular is these flowers are one of the most nectar-rich flowers around, which is why we named it the pollinator bee balm, because not only will your bees love them, your butterflies, your monarch butterflies, hummingbirds, everyone's going to be flocking to your garden to get their summer meals.
So here's our choices, guys. Now, here's where I said, I'll be honest with you when I do it, and I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to pressure you. We have 2 choices. We can, number 1, leave all these at the Wallene house in one little place, wherever it is that they live.
In Indiana.
In Indiana, and that's it. Or everyone is watching right now, buy 1 set. And we start distributing them out of Indiana all over the country.
That's a beautiful imagery.
It's a beautiful image. And then what happens then? You just have to do one thing. Plant these.
Absolutely.
We get the bees, we get the pollinators, we get the monarchs, we get our food.
Yes.
We get also a little bit of tea time from what I understand.
That's true. Thank you. I was just getting there. Actually the foliage has this almost beautifully tart fragrance, which is actually 100% edible. So you can make Earl Grey tea. It's one of the main ingredients in Earl Grey tea. You can, cut them off and use them in all of your cooking. So not only is it a feast for the pollinators, you can also enjoy them. But what I love about it, and what you were saying, Antonella, is such a great idea. Don't leave them with us. We want you guys to grow them. And whether you have an estate and you can pick up a few sets and just cover the backyard, or if you kind of downsize and you just have an apartment with a deck like my brother, these work beautifully in containers. So each and every one of us can do our part in giving food and giving back to our pollinators.
I agree. I love that. And by the way, I am so proud of QVCers right now because a lot of people are picking up more than 1 set.
Awesome.
And so that tells me that people out there are saying, you know what, Antonella? I can do a little better. I can do a little better for us. I can do a little bit better for the bees, for the farms, for the pollinators, for myself, and for you and generations to come. And that warms my heart because yes, this is a flower show, but yes, these are flowers and they're beautiful, but their main purpose truly is to help us help ourselves.
Yeah, hey,
right?
Yes, you know, and can I help you help yourself?
I wish you would.
Please do.
So I have one of my design tips.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good.
So one of my favorite ways of using the bee balm is with these daylilies that we have on QVC.com. These are our continuous blooming daylilies that bloom for months and months and months. The longest blooming daylilies that we have. And when you pair it with the bee balm,
Yeah.
they have gorgeous contrasting
Look at that.
foliage. And the flowers, when you have the bright yellows next to the gorgeous purples and ruby
Red.
reds,
Yeah.
they really illuminate in the garden. And they both love that hot sun, and they both will bloom for months. So if you want to be a smart gardener that has the easiest garden you've ever grown, get maybe 2 or 3 collections of the bee balm, 2 or 3 collections of our continuous
set.
blooming
Yes.
daylilies,
Set.
and you will be set. And don't forget to always use your Roberta's Bounty,
Absolutely.
because that's going to help you get even more flowers for an even longer period of time. It helps with the foliage to grow thicker and stronger, helps the flowers to maintain their vigor in the garden even longer,
Yeah.
and the absolute sheer number of flowers. So
Yes.
definitely
So,
use your Bounty.
Stephanie, tell
Yeah.
me as we wrap this up, what?
Of course.
Like what? Why should we do this? I know you're as passionate as me about it.
I love my pollinators, but the bee balm is the favorite restaurant of your bees, your butterflies, your hummingbirds, because the flowers, I mean, they're these cute, almost like pom-pom looking
Yeah.
flowers, and they are extremely rich in nectar. So by planting them, not only are you going to just have the most beautiful bee balm, I mean, look, your plants will be covered in these flowers, but your butterflies and your hummingbirds and your bees are going to be coming and fluttering. And there's honestly nothing more fun than to go outside and just be surrounded by butterflies.
Yeah.
All my friends in California, you know, they had this super bloom recently because of all of the rain, and they're like, Steph, I wish you were here. All the butterflies are out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Aw,
So you
that's
could have that in your very
amazing.
own backyard.
Okay, so we've got our choices. Leave it in Indiana, all of it, just plucked there. Or everybody start picking up that phone. Let's spread the bee balm all
Yes.
over the country and help all the pollinators. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, by the way, if you wanted the